LinkedIn believes B2B marketing can be B2 brilliant, B2 bold, and B2 breakthrough. How? With a platform purpose-built to make B2B marketing mean more for your business. A platform with tools to help you build better relationships with your key customers, to boost your buyer's journey while building your brand. A platform with trusted data and lead generation you need to beat your KPIs, drive ROI, and stand out amongst the competition. And with the targeting tools on LinkedIn, you can reach your precise audience right down to their job title, company name, location, and more to make sure your ads are always seen by those who matter. So let's get ready to be too boldly go where no marketer has gone before, because LinkedIn is where B2B is everything it can be. Rethink your B2B marketing ads and get $100 credit on your next campaign. Go to linkedin.com/MPN to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/MPN. Terms and conditions apply. Entrepreneurs Enigma is a podcast for the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. It's got the wins and the fails that we all face being entrepreneurs, and how we learn from adversity. Every week I talk to a different entrepreneur with a story to tell. I'm Seth Goldstein. Come with me on the journey. This is Entrepreneurs Enigma. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneurs Enigma podcast. I'm Seth. I'm here with Jonthan Gandolf he's the founder and CEO of The Juice. Now, it's not an energy drink. It's not a juicing platform or of any sort or kind. It is, and we're going to go into why it's called The Juice. But it is a content aggregation platform. Is that how you would describe it, Jonthan?
We say content curation platform and modern distribution channel. So
I like
already, you can hear there's two sides to it. But that's the current messaging we're rolling with.
There you go. Awesome. And you're out in Indianapolis, right?
That's correct.
Very good. So let's talk about this, because I found out about you through the Peak membership community, where they introduced The Juice as a way to kind of curate information pretty much for the members so people could learn more and not have to flood their inbox per se and whatnot. And I guess when you started, this was your side hustle.
Yeah, so it's an idea. I'm a career B2B marketer. Mm-hmm. It's a problem that I've always faced in every step of my career journey, and enough that it drove me nuts. And I think naturally I'm a problem solver. I'm just wired that way. I like to run to problems and figure them out, and this is one that had bothered me long enough that I had started thinking about how to solve it. Joined forces with the High Alpha Venture Studio here in Indianapolis. We went through about 6 months of validating, revalidating, changing, pivoting, tweaking the vision a little bit until we got to something we were really happy with. And then we started building, and it's been really fast and really fun ever since.
Yeah. So you went to Perdue for management, right? Marketing, all the good BS, all the business science BS stuff. Not that BS, but BS. That's just the science. I say BS. I'm like, they should change it to something else. But and so, how did you get started? Like, have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur, or did you kind of just develop over time, or?
It's interesting. So at Purdue, I was in the business school, and then I worked in the athletic department. I always thought I was going to work in sports. I had interned with Pacer Sports and Entertainment here in Indianapolis, worked in the Purdue athletic department, and then I had a internship with ExactTarget here in Indianapolis that was digital marketing, email platform, and just fell in love with kind of the tech culture and the pace. And so I ended up starting my career there. I was really fortunate for that. In the time I was there, they had filed to go public, then didn't go public. And then ExactTarget acquired two companies. And then ExactTarget went public. And then ExactTarget was acquired by Salesforce. And I was just kind of looking around like, man, this real world thing sure is crazy. Not realizing how unique that was. So I stayed with Salesforce for a bit. I really enjoyed the role and the growth. I had another side project that became too real, too fast. And It sounds crazy to say out loud, but I left Salesforce to start a craft brewery with 3 of my friends.
We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show. LinkedIn believes B2B marketing can be B2 brilliant, B2 Bold, and B2 Breakthrough. How? With a platform purpose-built to make B2B marketing mean more for your business. A platform with tools to help you build better relationships with your key customers, to boost your buyer's journey while building your brand. A platform with trusted data and lead generation you need to beat your KPIs, drive ROI, and stand out amongst the competition. And with the targeting tools on LinkedIn, you can reach your precise audience right down to their job title, company name, location, and more to make sure your ads are always seen by those who matter. So let's get ready to be too boldly go where no marketer has gone before, because LinkedIn is where B2B is everything it can be. Rethink your B2B marketing ads and get $100 credit on your next campaign. Go to linkedin.com/MPN to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/MPN. Terms and conditions apply.
Wow, that sounds like fun. I mean, you're young. Why not?
Yeah.
You're young. I mean, that's the whole idea. I mean, if you want me to ask, I mean, you graduated in 2012, so you're a lot younger than I am. I graduated in 2004, so.
All right.
But you do this stuff when you're young, when you don't have necessarily the commitments and the ropes tying you down.
Exactly. It was a really interesting opportunity. I'd always thought maybe I'd go back and get an MBA at some point, and now I make the terrible joke that was my MBA. But it was truly like, it was insert laugh track there. It was truly, the best way for me to learn. I learn by doing, I think. And at that stage at a craft brewery, marketing was my role, but it was marketing, ops, finance, sales, bartending, bathroom cleaning, events.
Hops, not just ops, but hops.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we got all the jokes here. I like it. So I just learned so much in such a condensed timeline. I was there 4 years, took it from 0 to about 10 million in annual revenue, to almost 50 employees, and then just didn't want to make a career of the beer industry.
So I left business.
Yes, very. Yeah. So I left the day-to-day of the business and jumped back into software here in Indianapolis at Springbuck, healthcare analytics platform.
Ooh, yeah.
Led marketing and sales dev there. And then that's when, about 2 years into that, started to get this itch to solve this B2B problem that I had faced every step of my journey.
What is that problem that people are facing?
Yeah, so there is just too much B2B content, right? But that is not
a lot.
But that's not unique to B2B content. You could make an argument that there's too much music in the world. There are too many movies in the world. There's too many cars for sale in the world. But everything else we do as consumers is curated for us. If you're looking for a car, you open up AutoTrader or Cars.com, and with a few selections, the right car is going to be curated for you. If you're looking for real estate, if you're looking for music, Spotify, Netflix, for movies, the list goes on and on. Everything for us as consumers is curated. Mm-hmm. But and I say we because this is what I did as a B2B marketer, and it was frustrating. We put content on our website, and then we force people through experiences that we ourselves don't enjoy, whether that's gated content or clicks and ads and things like that. But we put it on our website and expect people to come find us. Mm-hmm. It's the same way we used to sell cars, right? You'd park a car in your front yard, you put a for sale sign on it, and you hope the right traffic drives by. That's what we're doing with B2B content, right? And that playbook just hasn't changed in 15, now maybe even 20 years. So we've built a platform. It's cliche. I know everybody says they're like something for something else, especially in the B2B space. But we really want to be like Spotify for B2B content, or even more broadly for your professional resources. So whether you want to do professional development, research trends, research competitors, make a purchasing decision, you can come to our platform and search more broadly than you can by just going to a brand's website.
I personally used it. Like I said, I belong to the Peak community. I've jumped in there. I've actually added a few things myself that I found, and
that's awesome.
That I've used and stuff like that. And it's really user friendly, very appealing to find that document that you just need to read real fast.
Exactly. And it's I'm glad you use it. I appreciate that. It's fun. I use it. When I'm demoing prospects or investors, it's my personal profile. There's no fake demo account with fake data. I use our platform at least weekly, if not more often daily. It's something that, again, the more you use it, the more curated it gets for you. So it keeps getting stronger and stronger and keeps recommending better and better content for me.
That's wild. Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
It's great. So here's a question. What's the best thing about being an entrepreneur? Because you've done the in-house, you've done the, entrepreneur stuff as well. What's the best thing about being an entrepreneur?
I love the early stage because every decision, every conversation, every action has consequence. You hope most of the time that consequence is positive, but sometimes, it's not. And that's okay too. But I'm very personally have a bias towards action. It's I would rather just try and be wrong or fall on my face than sit around and do nothing. So, and that's what you have to do in the early stage. You have to make decisions. Things can't just die on the vine. You make decisions, you do, and then you learn. And I love that pace. I love that learning element. And I just love the kind of the tangible nature of the decision making at this stage.
That's great. I mean, that really highlights the benefits. Now, on the other side, what's the scariest thing?
The reality of everything that I just said. I think the scariest thing, I can tell you now in my seat as kind of founder and CEO, is the emotional toll that comes with managing your employees.
Yeah.
I remember I talked to one of my colleagues who had become a founder and CEO at another business, and before I was doing this, and he said, the work you do as a CEO, it's not any more intellectually challenging than what you do as a director, as a VP at a larger company. It's still hard work. There's still a lot of it, but it's not any more difficult or harder. The keys aren't harder to type on, and the mouse isn't more difficult to click. It's still the same stuff. But what's harder is the emotional ups and downs that come with it. And I think that is just it's scary. I go home and I talk to my wife about things how was your day? And I'm like, well, my day was great, but one of my employees is really, really struggling right now. And I'm not sure if I can do something about it or not, but I really want to. That element in this role is a wrinkle that makes it challenging, sometimes extremely rewarding, but also sometimes extremely challenging.
Yeah, the people part is really I always find is the hardest. Is
Absolutely.
managing people trying not to be a jerk when they do something wrong that they've done a few times, trying to coach them the right way and say, well, we gotta fix this. This can't happen again. I understand why it happened. Let's try and work on that way and that kind of thing. So it's
exactly. I tell people this has been, for me, I've been really fortunate with this team. This has been a use case for me of hiring smart people and getting out of their way. And that's just been really fun.
Exactly. So what is the most important thing to carry with you all the time?
I think optimism and the bias towards action. I think if you're optimistic and you're acting, good things will happen more often than not.
That's perfect, succinct answer. That's the best one so far.
Yeah. Wow, I like it. I like it
because I like to pause because you have to think about that one. That one gets a lot of people. So I appreciate it.
I like it.
So Jonthan, where can people find you online? Where's your hangout spot? Where's your watering hole?
app.thejuicehq.com. That's kind of tongue in cheek, but also kind of serious. I'm on Twitter, JD Gandolf. That's probably the most active social channel for me. But if you visit our platform, I've got a creator page as well where we aggregate content by individual content authors. And you can see all of the content, all of the podcasts I've been on, all of the content I've written, virtual event sessions, and everything is gathered there in one place.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that someone actually is I'm on my own. I am dog fooding my own thing.
I prefer drinking my own champagne.
That's true, because it is called the juice. Well, Jonthan, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. You taking time, because I know you're busy with the startup and all that stuff. So,
thank you, Seth. It was a pleasure. Always love talking entrepreneurship with other entrepreneurs, and appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. And we'll see everyone next week. That was a great show. Hey, if you're enjoying Entrepreneurs Enigma, please give us a review on the podcast directory of your choice. We're on all of them. And these reviews really help others find the show. Also, if you're getting value from the show and want to buy me a coffee, go to the show notes and click on the link to help me stay awake while I bring you more great episodes to your ears. That's in the show notes, and I look forward to the next episode. Take care, guys. Goldstein Media hopes you have enjoyed this episode. This podcast is one of the many great shows on the MPN Marketing Podcast Network.
This podcast is coming to you on MPN, the Marketing Podcast Network. There's another show on MPN you might enjoy as well. I'm Jamie Lieberman, host of the Unbusiness Podcast. In each episode, we talk about the issues that face every entrepreneur where business and legal strategy intersect. Subscribe to the Unbusiness Podcast today. It'll make your business that much smarter. Just visit #legal.com or search for the Unbusiness Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.